We use them every single day, a lot of the time without even thinking about it. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Today, we're not going to look at them as just math problems. Instead, let's see them for what they really are, the basic tools that help us navigate our world. So let's break down exactly how they work.
Here's how we're going to build our toolkit. We'll start with the basics of counting, then move through addition, subtraction, multiplication, and finally, division. By the end, you'll see how all these pieces fit together to become a really powerful set of skills. All right, before we start adding and subtracting, let's kind of reframe how we think about this. These aren't just abstract symbols on a page, right? They are practical tools we use to organize, compare, and understand everything from a shopping list to our daily schedule. Our very first tool is addition. At its heart, it's the simple, powerful act of combining things to create a bigger whole. The key idea here is increase. When we add, we're combining quantities to get a larger total. You start with something, you add more to it, and the result is growth. It's a simple but powerful concept we use all the time. Let's make this real for a second. Imagine you have 4 apples in a bowl. A friend gives you 3 more. So what do? You combine the 2 groups. First, you see the separate parts, and then you bring them all together to find the new total. And this is how we translate that action into math. 4 apples plus 3 more equals a total of 7. That plus sign? It's really just a shortcut for the action of putting them together. Now for our next tool. If addition is all about putting things together, subtraction is its natural opposite. It's the process of taking things away to see what's left over. Subtraction is the tool we use to remove a certain amount from a whole just to see what remains. It's math's way of reducing, of making things smaller. Picture this. You've got 9 coins. You spend 4 of them on a snack. The physical action is taking those 4 coins away from your total. The mathematical question is, well, what's the result of that? And here's how we represent it. 9 coins minus the 4 you spent leaves you with 5. The minus sign simply means take away. It's the story of what you have left. This visual shows perfectly how these 2 tools are mirror images of each other. Addition builds up while subtraction breaks down. They're 2 sides of the same coin, a perfect pair for managing quantities. Time for our third tool, multiplication. Now, this might seem like a big leap, but it's actually just a really smart shortcut for counting. It's all about recognizing and using patterns. This is the core concept right here. Forget complicated formulas and just focus on this one idea: repeated equal groups. Multiplication is the tool we use when we have several groups that are the exact same size. It's simply a shortcut for repeated addition. Let's visualize this with, say, a party scenario. You've got 3 tables. On each table, you place a plate with exactly 4 cookies. See the pattern? You have 3 equal groups of 4. And this is where multiplication shows its power. Instead of adding 4 plus 4 plus 4, we can simply say we have 3 groups of 4, which gets us to 12. The multiplication sign basically means groups of. It's incredibly efficient. Our final tool is division. Now, if multiplication is about building up equal groups, division is its opposite, breaking a whole down into equal groups. You can almost think of it as the mathematics of fairness. That's a very human way to think about math. At its core, division is about making sure a total amount is distributed evenly. It's the tool we use to make sure everyone gets their fair share. Let's go back to our 12 cookies. Now, 3 friends show up. You have 12 cookies, and your goal is to share them fairly among the 3 of them. The challenge is to create 3 equal shares from that total amount. And here's the result of that fair sharing. 12 cookies divided among 3 people means each person gets 4. The division sign is our instruction to split a whole into equal parts. So there you have it, our 4 fundamental tools. It really helps to see them as a complete toolkit, ready to help you tackle all sorts of everyday problems and questions. Let's do one last check of our toolkit. We've got addition for combining, subtraction for taking away, multiplication for scaling up equal groups, and division for sharing equally. Each tool has a clear, distinct job. And that's the final lesson here. These operations aren't just for a math class. Whether you're combining ingredients in a recipe, figuring out change at a store, or splitting a bill with friends, you're using these tools. The only real question is, which one are you going to use next?